Welcome, and thank you for watching this video tutorial. In it, we will explain how you can create and use runtime shortcuts. In Blaise 5, it is possible to use shortcuts to execute specific actions during runtime. Runtime is when your survey is deployed and data can be entered into your survey by a respondent or interviewer. A shortcut is a way to execute an action with a gesture, a key, or a combination of keys. Often, this is used to make it easier to execute actions that would otherwise not be available to the user at this point, or to execute a combination of multiple actions in one go. The system has a few basic shortcuts. Swiping right or left on a touch-enabled device will move you to the previous or next page. On desktops or laptops, you can use Ctrl+M to show remarks and other field properties. It is also possible to change these shortcuts or to create your own. All runtime shortcuts are defined in the resource database. Based on where they are defined, they will be available in specific locations throughout your survey. If they are defined in a master page template, they will be available on every page. This is, for instance, useful if you have an instruction page that you want the respondent to be able to visit at any point in the questionnaire. If they are defined in a grouping template, they will be available while that is the active group. If they are defined in a field pane template, they will be available for all questions that use this template. This is useful, for instance, to toggle visibility of a remark area, or to assign don't know or refusal to the question. You have to create a shortcut in 2 steps. First, you have to specify which gesture, key, or combination of keys you want to use. You can do this if you go to the appropriate template, for example, a master page template. Focus the top node of the template, then on the right-hand side select the Events tab. There is a small icon there. If you click on it, a dialog will open that allows you to add, edit, or remove shortcuts. Click Add. Then select what kind of shortcut you want to create, keystroke or gesture. Keep in mind that mobile devices usually don't have all functionality of a keyboard, and non-touch enabled devices don't accept gestures. So make sure you know what kind of devices will be used during production. You can then choose which gesture, key, or combination of keys you want to use for your shortcut. If the combination is a common existing one, for example, Ctrl-Alt-Delete, you will not be able to select that. Similarly, you cannot use a number or letter as a single key shortcut, because they need to be available to answer the questions. Various environments may also have specific shortcuts, like the Ctrl+F5 shortcut, reload in browsers. If you specify Ctrl+F5 in a shortcut in your data model and you use it in a browser, it will override the existing shortcut and as a result execute your specified action and ignore the original browser action. You can add as many shortcuts as you want. It is perfectly fine to use the same shortcut in multiple field panes, as they are never used at the same time. But since it is possible to use both a master page and a field pane at the same time, it's best to use unique shortcuts for different kinds of templates. Note that you can have different shortcuts in different resource sets as well. So you can have a master page that executes a next page action on a left swipe, and another master page that doesn't have a shortcut for the next page action. You define the first in a resource set that is made for touch-enabled devices. Secondly, you have to specify what you want to happen when this shortcut is used. This can be a single action or a combination of actions, all of which can be conditional. You can do this in the Events tab. All shortcuts that are available for this template will be listed here. Click on the ellipsis next to the shortcut that you need. In the expression editor that opens, choose the action or actions that you want and click OK. Note that if you leave this empty, nothing will happen in your data model if the shortcut is used. but it will still override a browser-specific shortcut. This can be useful if you want to prevent the use of a specific browser shortcut during your survey. Also note that the shortcuts will only work where you use the specific template that defined them. Don't forget to save your resource database. Because you can only use these shortcuts during runtime, you will have to run the survey to see the result. You will not be able to see what it does in the control center. If you are interested in seeing some more runtime shortcuts, check our sample in the tutorial samples that are shipped with the system. We hope you found this video helpful. Thank you for watching.